Hello, 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 you lovely, lovely people. I'm HelixOblivion, and this is my creative build. Now, I've done some creative stuff before, but this is my first. What do you think? What do you think, Small Archangel?
Yeah, it's really epic. It has to be said.
It's Italian inspired. I went for the neoclassical kind of layout.
Yeah, we really wanted to, like give an impression of sort of luxury and culture and class in the apocalypse. And maybe we should go around the other side of the shed, then we could actually see what we're talking about.
Yes. This is it.
Yeah,
this is what we're talking about. Doesn't look much from this angle either, to be honest with you.
Don't worry, we'll do a bit of a fly so we can see.
Oh wow, I do actually love the way the gazebo thing lines up with the gate.
Oh, that was kind of deliberate, right?
It was, yes. Honest, so I planned it all that way.
Inspired by lots of big kind of formal gardens and stuff like that.
We wanted a nice formal. Well, I wanted a nice formal Italian garden.
This was Felix's idea, not mine. She came up with this notion and drew a little plan on a piece of paper actually as well.
Yep. Insert picture here.
Yes.
And yeah, I like that. And it's been laid out in these little bits, so you can walk and feel as though you're surrounded by trees. And
it's like a garden come park.
And there's lots of little places within the places.
Within the big garden.
Yeah.
And then there's these
puddles.
2 water features as well.
One at either end.
Oh, we should show the viewpoint as well. I really wanted to put chessboards up here, but there is no such thing as chessboards. But I really wanted to put chessboards for the old folks, but there isn't one. But anyway, yeah, you've got a nice view over the desert here, which is lovely. Which has kind of pillars underneath, which you can't see from here, but we'll show those later.
Oh.
And then I really wanted to put lights on top of these pillars here. I wanted to put lights, but there isn't really a light that you can kind of put there.
No.
Give us more lights, Debs.
We had to dig all this up.
Oh, it was a nightmare, wasn't it?
Every inch of this had to get done.
There was a lot of elbow grease. There was a lot of shovels got through. There was a lot of augers got through. It was Helix with an auger in her hand, blowing everything.
I like augers.
But I dug up most of the soil here and replaced it because it was all quite yellow, wasn't it? We really wanted this place to look lush because we're in the middle of the desert or plains biome here, so we wanted it to look kind of really nice. I've just leveled up just from walking around the garden.
And this is the central courtyard.
And the central gazebo, which might be a band, or it might be...
You can use it for bands, you can use it for discussions, plays.
A bit of drama, a bit of music, a bit of...
Philosophical discussion.
You could have a dance here if you had a,
Yeah, well, that was the point of this.
It's even got glass in the roof so you can see straight up and you can stand under here and stay dry when it rains.
Yeah.
But this was a bit of a nightmare to make, wasn't it? Because we had to do this several times.
I had to rebuild this about 4 times.
The first time was my fault because I collapsed it because I accidentally removed the ground under one of the pillars. The whole thing came down. After that, it was all Helix. It was collapsed. It just collapsed by itself.
Well, I kind of got all of the outside and I put 1 pane of glass in and it fell down.
And it just collapsed, didn't it? But it's good now. It's good now and it looks excellent. It looks really nice from the outside.
I love the effect you get when you look it up.
I do as well.
I think it looks awesome.
I like the white stone in this place as contrasted with the grey, the grey of the flooring, and then we've got the red of the paving here, which is a contrast, and then the green, all the lovely green, which is really nice. I like the maple forest biome in this game because it's the prettiest, but this is kind of making that a little bit more formalised, I guess.
Yeah, but I like this. And they've all got their own little entrances and none of them are aligned.
It's true. We had thought initially of putting walls around, but actually we decided to use these azalea bushes like hedges. And you used to only be able to place them about 3 blocks from each other like trees, but you can't now that you can place them right next to each other, so you can make pretty good hedges with them actually, which is great actually.
It would be nice if they could have some actual hedging.
Yes,
but
it would.
None of these. Well, actually, these ones are.
Yeah, it's still in development, and who knows what's And this was as close we could get to Topia. It was these whatever they are, trees.
Juniper trees.
Junipers. That's right. Yeah. They're junipers, but they're quite pointy, aren't they? As juniper bushes go.
But it's like if you come out here and you want to go in here, you've got to go all the way around.
Yes, yes. It makes you walk. It makes you take your daily constitutional
Not just
exercise.
that, but it's also the feeling of what I really wanted from this was the feeling of, while being in public, still being able to go off to a quiet corner by yourself.
Yes, so there could be lots of people in here and you can still have a relatively sort of private, quiet time. You could come here with a book, you know.
Yeah. Admittedly, it would be nicer if the hedges were that little bit higher.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not sure this
reminds me of the kind of gardens that you get in some grand houses and things, but at the same time, it could be more of a public park area as well. Let's face it, there's not much to tell between those two quite often in real life now, and I really like this central gazebo. This is
I like this.
It's fantastic. I think it's safe to say that this build turned out better than we thought it was going to, didn't it? I mean, it looked quite humble on the piece of paper to start with.
I don't know, I thought it looked quite grand on the piece of paper.
Yeah, but it looks even better now we built it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I always thought that. I always thought it looks, you know, even better than we thought.
It looks a lot better than the piece of paper.
Well, obviously.
I would have liked the water to have gotten deeper in these, but
we could have dug a deeper one. But
no, by deeper I meant higher up, not lower down.
Oh, I see. Yeah. I'm not sure if you can do that because they're only one block deep. We didn't want to go any deeper than that in case we fell in and couldn't get back out.
No.
Water's funny like that in this game.
It is.
So, it's raining. We should probably go hide in this gazebo. We should probably do a flyover actually, because that would be a good idea, wouldn't it? To do something.
Is it actually
because
raining?
You really got to do that. Yeah. Look at the ground. You can see it. You can't see it. Sometimes it's like that. You can't see it in rain in the air, but you can see it on the ground. If only it were like that in real life, eh?
I can't see it at all.
Yeah, in order to see this build kind of in all its glory, you really have to see it because there's no obvious rooms or anything, but there is if you see it from the air. So you need to see it.
It is all very formally laid out.
It is, and you get the best view from the air, don't you? So
you do. So let's go up and have a look. It looks absolutely magnificent from above, I think.
Yeah, it does. It really does. It looks great. I mean, the sun's gone in now, so it doesn't look, as good as it otherwise might.
I didn't think it would rain here. It's the desert. And yes, I spent a long, long time laying out wooden frames and counting to make sure they were all identical.
Yeah, we did. We had to measure it all out. I think our pallet is still here, actually, isn't it? Over on the right hand side, as you look at the test pallet is still there, which means that you can see all of the blocks we decided to use. So yeah, it's a real work of art. This, frankly,
this is our own personal modern sculpture.
It is, and it did take quite a while, didn't it?
It did, but I think it turned out fantastic.
Oh, it really did. It was a fantastic idea. So credit to Helix for that one. It's great.
I have ideas.
Oh yeah, very grandiose, but lovely with it. So
yeah, it just took forever to build.
Of course it does, and that's the thing with the creative builds, they do take a long time, and it doesn't matter whether they cover a large footprint like this or sort of,
how many blocks
involve
is
a lot
this?
of mining out. Hey?
How many blocks wide is this now?
Oh, I can't remember how many we counted now. It was like about 30 blocks in each direction from the gateway. It was really quite large.
Yeah. And I know it goes deeper than it is wide as well.
Yeah, it does.
Oh yeah, it is raining.
Oh yeah, now you can see the rain.
But I'm very impressed with this. I think it looks lovely.
I am as well, but I am sort of still thinking, okay, where's the grand house? But maybe it's one of those. Maybe it's one of those where the grand house is long gone, and that's a bit of fact. Yeah, the grand house got destroyed, robbed out, whatever, but the garden is still there, and that does happen. There's a few houses in England like that.
There's a few houses around here like that.
Exactly.
And they all, for some reason, they always get turned into parks.
Yes, they do. But that's good, isn't it? Because you get,
It's like, I'm so rich, I can't even be arsed fixing my house. Just, have the garden. I don't care anymore.
Yeah.
But I like that. I think it looks awesome. And I'm actually really pleased with how it turned out. Ow.
Me too. It's fantastic. I think you should be justly proud of that one. And, maybe you could Yeah.
I think I should do more creative builds.
I think, yeah, you should try doing some more creative builds, but it has to be said they do take an awful lot of time, and time is what you don't necessarily always have.
No,
I find
true.
I don't have the time to do as many creative builds as I'd really like myself. But
I think this does need a house, though.
I know it needs a house like diametrically straight opposite it. It needs a big grand house.
And you know what? That
right
is
here where I'm standing.
And there's not much there that would need knocking down.
I know. Well, this is why I always tend to gravitate. If I'm doing a creative build, I tend to gravitate towards hubs, the POIs, because then you've got all these big flat areas, and a lot of the lots just don't have anything much in them. There's 2 sheds here. That's it, and we could put a house here. So
no. Okay, you're thinking small. I'm thinking those 4 sheds need to be knocked down.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, no, there's 3 sheds in a house, 3 sheds in a small house.
Oh, is that a small house?
That is a small house. Yeah, it looks a bit shed-like, granted, and compared to the house you'd have to build to justify that garden. Yes, absolutely, that is a shed by comparison. But yes, we would have to sort of level this entire lot.
Like Harewood House.
Exactly. Yes, a big grand house, basically. And that would be a wonderful thing to do, but we can't make any promises because it takes a heck of a lot of time. It took us long enough to do the garden, so...
no offence, it's day 4.
Well, that tells you a lot, doesn't it?
And this is, day 4. It took 4 in-game days to make this.
It did, that's right, yes. And that's just in total cheat mode with, the best
with
tools we could get our hands on. With an auger and all the rest. And with 2 of us as well, because that makes life a little bit quicker, doesn't it? But yes. So yeah, no promises. But yeah, I think more creative stuff is in order. I like to do some, but you do need quite a lot of time for the purpose.
I do like creative stuff.
It's
great.
Looks
so out of place in the middle of a desert.
It does, but that's kind of the point, isn't it?
It is, but it kind of fits as well.
It's like the Garden of Eden in the apocalypse.
It's like saying, I'm so rich, I can have green grass in the desert.
Yeah. Exactly. I can afford gardeners, and I can afford the best sort of fertilizer and the best sort of, I can afford all the water, irrigation and everything. Mind you, that said, it's raining now, so it's not that deserty, is it?
No.
But yeah. So there we go. It's fabulous, darling.
I think it's wonderful.
Worked out really.
I'd like to spend a sunny afternoon there.
Certainly would, yes. I mean, even if it was raining, quite honestly, you could just sit under the bandstand or whatever you'd call it, the gazebo, with a book. Be good. You'd be fine, you'd be dry, and you'd be even able to look straight up at the sky if you wanted to. I love that. I can see the raindrops hitting the roof from where I am, under the gazebo.
We're now dry.
It's lovely. Yeah, they're not hitting me, they're just hitting the roof.
Awesome.
Well, and
yeah, mean to leave that no block there.
Hey? This is the... Oh, whoops. I'm sorry. I did quite a good job of clearing up, but that I missed.
No, don't worry. That was my fault.
Oh, I didn't place any of these blocks. That was all you, dearie. So you placed that one. But yeah, that is a problem with creative mode. I found it myself. Is that it's very easy to place a block like half a kilometre away and not even notice.
Can't believe we only just noticed that one.
Apart from that's impeccable. So there you go. Yeah. So hope you guys like this, because we do. We think it's absolutely fabulous, and we think, maybe, possibly, it does justify kind of...
Oh, should we tell them about what you were thinking of doing?
Oh, what's that then?
The build-off.
Oh, yeah, maybe we should. But this is kind of like a future project, but I've just celebrated my 500 sub kind of thing. And so, yeah, we're thinking about my 1,000 sub video, which is a way off, let's face it. But this one snuck up on us rather. So in future, what we're thinking of doing for my 1,000th sub video, we're thinking of doing a creative build off. That is to say that we're thinking of being in creative mode and having a time limit, like half an hour or an hour, and having you guys tell us what we should build, and we both build the same thing, but like, adjacent, and we sort of, then you guys would have to vote to tell us which one was best. So that is, and we want suggestions so that we know.
Obviously, suggestions that could be done reasonably within an hour.
Absolutely.
Not the Taj. I was just going to say the Taj Mahal.
Super drinks.
Not the Sistine Chapel. Nothing like that.
Yeah, not the Hanging Gardens of Flaming Babylon. Just, but what are the 7 wonders of the world? Just something fairly, doable.
Something doable.
And relatively humble and, low key. But something that we could do, within, an hour, for example. And then you guys would have to vote to tell us which one you thought was best as well. And, it might be a dead heat, some videos, the competitive ones do turn out a bit like that, but it matters not. It's the experience that's the point, isn't it? So if you've got any suggestions for what we could do as a creative build-off, bung them in the comments. Let us know, and and we'll get working on that one for when I hit 1,000 subs. In the meantime, keep an eye on both of our channels for any further creative builds, and we do hope that you'll continue to follow our 7 Days to Die co-op series. Also, look out for any possible other collaborations we might do, because we've got some stuff in the pipeline, haven't we? There might be just random weird stuff that we just do.
We like random and weird.
Random and weird. Or we might find something else that's suitable for doing as a regular co-op series as well. Who knows? So keep your eyes on that. Watch this space, basically.
Yeah. Watch this space, like and subscribe to either or both, or just me.
And we hope you'll join us for any subsequent videos we do. If you like this one, you know what to do. Hit the like button. Leave us any comments. Leave us some suggestions, as we say.
And we do try to answer you all.
We do try and answer comments that we receive, and we hope to see you in the next videos. Nice comments are best, really. So until we see you later, guys, keep gaming, keep surviving, stay happy. Bye.
Bye.